Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Urban Update. I'm Byron Barnett. On the show today, Sox pitching legend Pedro Martinez will be officially inducted into baseball's Hall of Fame next Sunday. And today we have a conversation with the co-author of Pedro's new memoir. Also on the show, information on free music, Zumba, and outdoor movie watching right in the heart of the city. We'll tell you where and when. But up first, during his time in office, Barack Obama has made 4 trips to sub-Saharan Africa, which is more than any other U.S. president has made while in office. However, the first black president of the United States has thus far refused to visit the biggest black nation in the world, Nigeria. Now, in the aftermath of the March 28th elections, which brought into office opposition party's candidate, President Muhammadu Buhari, there is hope for renewed dialogue between both nations. In what many are calling a historic moment, Nigerian President Buhari is meeting with President Obama tomorrow at the White House, just days before Obama will travel to Kenya and Ethiopia. So what does this mean for the region? This morning we are joined by 2 individuals who will shed some light on this for all of us. We now welcome Peter Opara, a Nigerian scholar and author, and Jamiu Giwa-Bello, president of the Nigerian American Multi-Service Association. Welcome to Urban Update, gentlemen. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you very much.
This is going to be a great discussion. Peter, let me start with you by sort of giving our viewers kind of an overview of the significance of tomorrow's visit to the White House by the Nigerian president.
It's simply a recognition of the importance of Nigeria in the world arena and a long-standing relationship between the U.S. and Nigeria. Obama sees a friend in Muhammadu Buhari, a man of proven integrity. Obama is about corruption and accountability in governance and business, and he sees a man in Buhari who, embodies all these qualities. And so the significance now is that Americans can do business with Nigeria without any fear of anything going wrong in terms of accountability and integrity. So the significance is immense, and it kickstarts a relationship that has long been there since the 60s. Yes.
Okay. And Jamiu, talk to me about, I guess, how closely the local Nigerian community here is following all of this, and tell me a little bit about the local community here.
We have a group of people that do inform us on a daily basis what's going on in Nigeria, and as a result, we are up to date as to what's going on. And we believe that this new government is here to help us compared to what we used to have.
How many Nigerians in the New England area? How big? Tell me a little bit about the community.
In New England, we have over 6,000 to 7,000 Nigerians. Yes.
And I understand that traditionally, up until recently, many would come here and with the idea of going back home, but now more and more are staying as they come over here for school. Is that correct?
That's correct. And this is one of the reasons why we felt this particular government will make it possible for most of us to want to go back.
Okay. Now, Peter, you wrote a book, Man of the Moment. What's your take on this new president, Muhammadu Buhari?
Muhammadu Buhari, since the inception of the democracy in Nigeria in 1999, to me, was the only person in the arena who represents all Nigerians yearn for in government, and that is integrity, accountability, and decency. He is a man who has a record he has run on, and his presence, even his immediate past leadership in the 80s, stood him in good stead amongst Nigerians, and for that reason, they had him elected in as current president. So he, for the successive regime or governments we've had and leaders we've had, this guy stands out amongst them.
Now, Jamiu, what does this new administration and the possible changes mean to the community, the local community here?
As I said earlier, it means that we have sense of security. because we've seen that in the past when he was head of state. So he has demonstrated that. As a result, we all believe and know that there will be change as far as security is concerned.
Peter, let's talk about some of the, I guess, the possibilities of what they might be discussing tomorrow, the two presidents. One of these issues could be how to fight the Boko Haram militant group. Now, can you sort of give our viewers just a brief description of that situation?
Essentially, immediately following his inauguration, he toured the contiguous countries to Nigeria, Cameroon, Chad, and Niger, and had a close meeting with them, which resulted in actually containing Boko Haram's actions. Those people are contained in a particular area now, and in such that their actions are pretty limited. The best they can do now is just skirmishes all over the place, and they know who they're facing, the man they're facing.
Okay, Jamiu, just get a couple quick more things in here. I guess another issue could be the government's you have a pretty hardline anti-gay rights policies over. The Kenyans have already told the government, warned him not to bring his quote-unquote gay agenda with him when he comes to Kenya later this month. Now, is this a big issue with the Nigerian community as well?
I believe it is, because we don't believe in gay marriage. Nigeria, we believe in traditional marriage.
So, and it's pretty much, that's just the way things are over there in this country. They're pretty far behind where they are obviously here in the United States and many European countries, but you think that could be a source of friction between the two?
I think that could be worked out. So there's no doubt in my mind, because our head of state right now is the type of a person that will listen and then will do the right thing.
And Peter, President Obama already discussed some mutual efforts to combat Islamic militants. What about sending U.S. advisors or sending U.S. help over there to play a role there? Is that something that could happen in Nigeria?
Absolutely. The president welcomes any assistance from the international community to contain and deal with the Boko Haram. Terrorism is an international matter today, and Obama is very well committed in ensuring that Nigeria is helped to contain and deal with terrorism in Nigeria, and Boko Haram especially.
And very quickly in the remaining moments, I guess the visit tomorrow comes after years of strained relations between the United States and Nigeria. So what do you think, what would you like to see come out of this meeting tomorrow?
That Nigeria is a place for America to do business. So that Nigeria is a people and a country Nigerians, Americans should see as responsible people and an entity with whom to cooperate and do assorted things.
Okay,
business especially.
All right, we'll leave it there. We'll see what the big meeting between the two presidents brings. Okay. Well, thanks for coming in, Peter Opara and Jamiu Giwa-Bello. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Okay. Coming up, Red Sox pitching legend Pedro Martinez writes a book, and we speak to the author right here in Urban Update. Stay with us. We'll be right back.